I've noticed that CNN is spending a lot more time talking about Donald Trump paying off people to be silent about sex than, the Asia Argento situation where they're paying off people to have sex. And obviously, he's the president of the United States. They're going to spend more time on it. Though, I think arguably the Asia Argento thing is the number 2 story right now behind what's going on with Trump. And it was almost not mentioned at all in the hours that I watched CNN yesterday. And I found it interesting that if you think about what we've seen over the past year and a half, you have CNN, who has pretty much constantly been talking about, 1, the Me Too movement, and 2, Donald Trump paying off people to be silent about sexual relationships. During that entire time, one of their employees, Anthony Bourdain, was in the middle of the intersection between those 2 issues. Now, Anthony Bourdain obviously killed himself and is gone now.
This may have played a role in that.
Who knows? It's a terrible situation. But he paid of his own money $380,000, which, by the way, you'll note, is more than Stormy Daniels and Karen McDougal combined, to keep this kid, who was a kid, he's not now a kid, but he was 17 years old at the time, silent about a Me Too affair. So the same exact situation when it comes to
look what Asia did. Look what Asia did.
Yeah.
She used Anthony. Now, just hear me out. I have no
insight on the relationship.
I have no insight on the relationship. I have no insight on his mental health. And suicide is caused by illness. You're ill. You're really ill. But it is helped by feeling trapped as well. Mm-hmm. He's working at a news organization that is zeroed in on paying people off to keep them silent.
And Me Too.
And here's Asia. And she says, I'm being blackmailed. I don't know if she asked him or he volunteered. Worse if she asked him. But bad if he volunteered, because he pays $380,000 and then has to live in that world with the cognitive dissonance of, these things are bad, but I just did it because I know her and I love her. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Very difficult to deal with.
Really bad.
And, I don't think CNN was aware of this at the time.
I don't think so either.
It's an interesting study as far as journalism, right? Here is an organization that is on the air constantly hammering the Me Too movement. And we all want the end goals of what is the generalism of Me Too, which is women get respected and don't have to deal with sexual abuse and assault and harassment. We all want
all
that.
people.
All people.
All
want
people
that.
should. And all people should.
Right.
No, men, boys, girls, women. Nobody should deal with that.
But that storyline is being protected by one of their employees. Here is a massive part of this story that is sitting there. One of the founders of the Me Too movement and the most serious allegations against Harvey Weinstein. Now, there's lots of them, so there's plenty still there. But the most serious allegations. And at the time they're covering the story, one of CNN's employees is paying $380,000 to silence an accuser of the person involved.
And what's just as bad, if not worse, is now that it has come out, they're not talking about it. They don't want to talk about Anthony Bourdain's. They don't want to say what really happened with Anthony Bourdain. Here's a guy in our own midst who was doing this. They're not examining that at all.